And there is the final whistle. Wowee! What a remarkable performance by Wrexham. After Barrow, on 14 games unbeaten in the league, including 7 wins in the bounce just recently, looked apart. They've got the best defence in the division. And for 45 minutes they looked it. They troubled Wrexham after taking a 33rd second lead. But then Wrexham struck incredibly 3 times in 5 minutes in added time. Fletcher, then a Mullin free kick, then Fletcher again, 3-1 at half time. Fletcher completes his hat-trick from a fine cross by Ford. And first time that Barrow have let in 4 goals in a league game since last January. You've got to say, that was sensational. I mean, Farman kept the score down at the end.
Yeah, it could have been a lot more, and you've got to say, Fletcher's performance was outrageously good. Yeah, and you think it wasn't an easy game. You think Barrow is a really good team to come up against and do that against. So, yeah, all the best.
I mean, the first 45 minutes are really tough. I think it's easy to forget about that, isn't it, in the first half. Barrow looked threatening going forward. They were defensively really strong. They had the early goal, and then we get those 3 goals in the added time of the first half, and then from there it was cruise control. I mean, what a performance and what a statement result leading into that crucial FA Cup tie next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And Fletcher, any concerns about his ability to last the course? Well, he looked absolutely fine. We took him off halfway through the second half. He got a hat-trick by then. He's a clear man of the match. I mean, let's be honest.
There's no debate there, is there? No.
And yet, well, what a different game it was early on. The opening goal, Aqua feeding the ball out to the left-hand side. Newby looked lively, but when he got his right-footed cross in, Wrexham didn't defend it well. It bounced off Whitfield, and Spence made a good late run from midfield and tapped it in from 6 yards. And, well, I mean, it was a shock to the system, and for the first 40, Barrow fed off that and controlled the game, didn't they?
Yeah, definitely. You know, and you thought it could be a very long afternoon for Wrexham.
I've got to say, I think the way they set out was a big mistake. I think go for it as again, try get that other goal, and then that really piles the pressure. If you sit back too early against Wrexham, we are going to create a chance. We are going to get back in the game at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Wrexham didn't make much in the first half, until added time, that is. There was a chance. The first goal, a lovely 1-2 between Fletcher and Mullin. Fletcher feeding in, Mullin just pinging it back. First touch by Fletcher is beautiful, and then he just dispenses it.
The more I watch that goal, the better it gets. Yeah. You know, that return by ball by Mullin wasn't easy as an easy take. Fletcher takes it down so easy. There's so many Barrow players in front of him. He nets it perfectly. And the bottom left-hand corner.
To the right allows him to pivot and hit it in the bottom left and catch them out. Does he control it with the outside of his calf as well? Yeah. My word, that's something else.
He's extraordinarily high-class player, isn't he?
He's lovely, isn't he? Fabulous to watch. And then a big celebration. Then Mullin with a free kick, ripped in. Keeper came across, got a hand to it, pushed it onto the underside of the bar, and Wrexham had the second goal 2 minutes after the first.
It's a fabulous strike. Mullin's done everything right, but for me, if I was a Barrow fan, I think I'd expect my keeper to save that.
And then the third, McLean swings to the far post. Of all the players to lose, they lost Fletcher, and he came round the back and headed it past the exposed keeper. Really poor that. Toes blocked off Fletcher's marker. They didn't react. Fletcher with an easy close range header. And you fancy him to take those chances, Frankie?
Yeah. And his third goal is just brilliant.
I love before he took the corner, he's like hiding behind Toes and they completely lose him.
And then Fletcher's hat-trick again, not really being picked up at the far post. Ford spots him, he's got such quality, Ford. Sweeps it in, and Fletcher beats Chester. Hey, that's a sentence I like. 6 yards out, and plants a great header beyond Farman. Brilliant hat-trick by Fletcher.
That's excellent technique from the header there, isn't it?
That's real power. Downward header when you're jumping over James Chester. That's decent, isn't it? A proper spring, isn't it?
And Chester isn't a poor player by a long way.
And in fact, I thought he was very good in this, despite his defence letting go.
I think he was their best player today.
Yeah, he put a lot of fires out, didn't he? And Wrexham made a lot of chances after that. Farman making a number of saves. That was great fun, wasn't it?
I mean, if it wasn't for their keeper, it could have been 6 or 7.
Yeah.
It really could have been. What a statement win by Wrexham.
And they came off the pace a bit, I think, in the last 20 minutes. They were just sort of like, 4-1, why worry about this? Let's just keep the ball and keep moving it around, which is a good thing to do, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. With Mansfield leading 2-0 at the moment at Stockport as well. Wrexham are going to get very close to top spot. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, great game to watch.
Fantastic stuff in a big match. Wrexham stand up to be counted with the final score of Wrexham 4, Barrow 1. We've been Mark Griffiths, Andy Parkinson, Chay and Neil Williams from Wrexham AFC.